I worked with the Jacksons twice, which was to me the coolest jobs ever.
I bet.
Besides Justin, but but it was the coolest experience ever, and that even crossed over into Justin, which is cool. But I literally, my pitch to them, well, we had a meeting, and I didn't just get the job. We had a meeting, and we walked to them. Just to meet them and see any ideas I had. But I went into the meeting with 0 ideas. I just said, I'm similar to this. I said, I'm just going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to bullshit them. I'm not going to come up with an idea just to pitch them that I think they want to know. So I literally walked in. It was me and AJ works with me. And they were like, hey, we met each other. And they were like, so what are you thinking? You got any ideas? And I was like, actually, I think like if the music, like I would pay just to come and see you guys sit on the stage, not even do but just sit there, and you could just play back. You don't even have to have a band. Just play back all your music. And if the music's in a good order, even if it's not, your music's so good that I would just be happy hearing your music and seeing you. So if we do anything more than that, it's going to be dope. And they were like, I like this kid, man. Like, yes, let's go, man. Come on, man. What do you want? It was 10 a.m. We were eating steak at 10 a.m. at a closed restaurant in Encino. Really weird. But I was like, cool, all right.
This is while Michael was still alive?
No, it was after he passed, which sucked. But in rehearsals, it was cool because I'm standing where Michael used to be with them, like every day.
That must have been a trippy feeling.
The first time it happened.
Seeing his peripheral of the
first time it happened, I didn't even realize it. I'm just in the center, and we're doing like Shake Your Body or some, this choreography that's legendary. And I had to like reteach it to them. So I had to go back and learn it. Now I'm reteaching it to the Jacksons.
You had to watch the original choreo, learn it.
Reteach it to them because they forgot. They know it somewhat, but like, what foot is it? They're older. And now I've taught it to them, and now it's the first time like music's coming on. And I had AJ and Hamza with me, and we started doing it. And bro, I'm in the mirror just doing it. And again, I didn't think like, holy shit, you're where Michael would have been. As soon as we're done with the choreography, I looked, and they were like tearing up. Like, it was crazy. They were like, I'm walking to them, I'm looking back at them like, what's up? And they were like, dog, did you just realize what, like, wait till you see this footage, like, because we filmed it or whatever. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, did I fuck up? And they were like, no, you were Michael. Like, wild, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
so trippy as an artist to experience that.
Crazy.
I bet even energetically having them in the room, and it's
like they were older, you know what I mean? But they were still doing it, and
they were still the souls.
Yeah. Like, I grew up like, they were a little before my time, but I'd still like, that's where Michael came from, you know? So I had done my research, of course, but like, I know the music, but like being in that room, like every day for a while. And I got to do 2 things with him, like a tour, and then I got to do like David, actually I hired as an assistant for
David Moore.
Yeah, so he worked on it with me, Vegas residency, and so he got to experience some shit too. Like, I was like, bro, you gotta be around this. Like, it's a whole nother level of like great and professional. Like, this is a dope story. We were in rehearsal. I gave them like a 5-minute break. I was like, yo, just chill. I'm going to listen. I'm going to figure out what's next.
Right.
And then whatever. So they all sit down, and they are all on their phones. I think they're probably all on their phones, but they're all sitting down. And it was at like Madeline Clark, like a little bitty shitty studio.
Yeah.
And you'd never expect them like this to be happening there, which is crazy. Like, when I drive up, I'm like, I'm going to meet the Jacksons. This is fucking wild.
And the people walking down the street don't even know that the Jacksons
have no
are
idea.
Right there.
They have no security, like nothing. That trips me out.
Yeah.
And then they, come in, they're already in. They're sitting down, and then all of a sudden, like, I just press play at like a low volume, and I hear like, and I look back, and they're all getting up and like jumping into the choreography. And Tito plays a bass on that song, so he literally jumped up, was grabbing his bass, and by the time I turn around, they're already doing the steps. They're like trained Like,
my God.
that's what. So once I saw that, I was like, no, you're good. I just gonna listen to music a couple times. And they're like, oh, sorry, I thought you wanted us to, It's like, no, you're good. And once I saw that,
like their work ethic is
great. Well, I called Justin as soon as it was over, and I was like, you want to hear this? And I told him. He's like, that's dope. And then I worked with like some Instagram artist a month later.
Yeah.
They were like an hour and a half late to rehearsal, to like a 3-hour rehearsal. And I sat them down and I told them that story. And they were like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, do you want to do this? Or like, because they've been doing this for like 50 years, 50. And they're like doing that. So you just wasted half of your rehearsal. So
yeah.
Like
and
we
they're
had
not acting like they're too cool for this. Like, oh, we're too popular to show up on time. No,
they were on time too. They were on time and trying to rehearse when I told them to chill. Like,
yes.
So
because when you love it, you love it. You're there to do it.
Yeah.
The doing is the reward.
Yeah, and like we talked about, even if they might hate it at that point, it's their job.
Yes.
Rehearse, like.
Yes.
So yeah, man, some crazy shit's gone down, man.